There, I can write on this, right? Yeah. Okay. You,
Hmm. Oh, okay. Now I see what you do. Hmm. So this one is the first one is okay. This is the base, right? This is this area, right?
no. It was supposed to be like the triangle, and length times that width was supposed to be the.
Oh, whoa. Okay.
Oh wait. Maybe I don't. I'm not sure where you're pointing at. Okay, it was supposed to be like this.
Oh, then you have a problem. The base is L, sure, but hmm, you need a special height for that. This one is the height for the whole for the whole pyramid, but it's
Oh,
not exactly the height. So that's, for example, you know, if you get rid of this one, if you move this triangle in here, so this height, this is L for sure, but this height is not exactly that height. It's not exactly that H. Does it make sense?
yeah, that makes sense. Sorry, I didn't really fully understand.
This is about 3 dimensions, so we have to kind of be careful a little. Hmm. Well, how can we get this? Then this is H1. It's a special H, not that H. How do I find that H1?
H1.
Yeah. How do I find this H1? You actually need H1. Maybe I should draw it in the original picture. See, let me draw it in the original picture. Even though I, copy this triangle in here, but I still kind of need to draw it in here. So that would be
Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
something like
Uh,
this. This is H1, so this is also H1, right? Yeah, that's 1 over 2 W, exactly. Yes, very nice. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, with this I can find H1, right? Very nice.
yeah,
So in that same sphere, I probably can find an H2, right?
yeah.
Mm.
Let me do this. So,
Mm.
okay, let me 18.
Yeah. Two, three,
Uh, let me use my calculator.
Got it.
Oh, oops.
Mm. Mm.
Okay, and then H2, that's like similar thing.
Yeah, I think you're in the right direction.
Oh, have friend. I'm in class.
Um,
You get out? Sorry, that was my sister.
oh. As long you can find H1 and H2, I think the picture is pretty clear then, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's pretty clear.
Okay, sure. Just for this kind of question, for this what we call the pyramid, just remember there's several height, right? It depends on which height they want, right? If they
Yeah.
find if they want to find volume, it's probably that H, right? But since they find surface area, it's another story. Probably the other H1 and H2, right? You gotta draw that. I think you're familiar with this when I see you draw this. You're familiar with this all right triangle, right? Great. That's the one. And next one, let's see, next question. There you go, there. Next one is 9. Oh, it's the other one. The other section. Wait, is it this? No. First is the one. Oh, it is this. 9, 11, 13. You mean 16. Next one is question 9. Somehow I forgot about that. Sure. Anyway. Let's see. Do you remember it's question 9?
Question 9. Oh yeah, I think I remember something like that.
Yeah, there's a B is a constant, which is equivalent to this, and Q and R are constant. What is the value of B? If yeah, huh, hmm.
Huh, wait a second.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I did something like
Yeah, R equals to 19 then, right?
oh sorry.
Mm. 200 something.
Kind of doesn't make sense though with like 18 and 26.
Well, if you factorize this following this trail, it must be a 3x5 plus. You said that R is 19, right? I totally agree with that. So that's a 19 that we know for sure. 19x. It's a plus 2, right? If this is a 2, I can say 2 times that q is must be 26, right? So that's 13, right?
Oh wait, it was a Q. Sorry, I misread that. It's QRX, right, right.
You thought
So
it's 9?
I read it as 9 for some.
Ah,
I started forgetting and I started writing it as 9 for some reason.
okay.
One
That's
second. I need to like clear that.
okay.
I'll just clear all my stuff. You can just keep going. Sorry.
Okay, so now I basically can get R, I can get Q, right? If I finish the factorization, right? If RQ is there, I can just find my x to the 5th power term, right? Because they are basically the coefficient that's B. I can time this, and I can time this. This is 13 times 19, x 5th power plus 6x 5th power, right? So that's why eventually it's 13 times 19 and then plus 6, right? That will be my x to the 5th power, right? So that'll be b, right? This one would be b. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Oh, your microphone is off, I think. You mute yourself?
Oh, sorry. I
Oh,
forgot. Yeah, I
okay.
forgot I was muted. I was gonna say like the 19 is a bit hard to read. Let me like read it again.
Yeah.
13.
Oh, 19. Yeah. 19 is not good.
13 times 19 x power 5 plus 6x power 5.
Mhm.
Okay, but that wouldn't it turn out more like this?
Hmm?
Like I don't think it would be like 13 times 19.
It's not 13? I think.
Where are we getting the 13 from?
Oh, it's because I'm using another way of factorization. And you understand a little bit yours. And basically,
Q times 2 has to
yeah,
be equal to 26, so it has to be
yeah,
13.
yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't make the okay. Never mind. So 13,
No.
13. And you got 19. Oh, right. Because 3rx 7, so r equals
No.
19. Yeah, I see now.
So this kind of question happens sometimes. It's basically a factorization, but other than factorization, it's kind of also better to use or expanding a little, right? If you expand, we will see it more kind of a little bit, maybe faster a little, right?
Yeah.
So factorization, sure, but sometimes in this a little complicated, so sometimes they make this one big and also make this number big. So it's not they want you to come up with a combination of those kind of factorizations. I think there is a way of just understanding the definition, so you can just expand that, and you see that question in the other direction, right? So it would be kind of easier. Okay, that's this one.
Oh, wait, could you put it back for a second?
Right.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay, understood.
So, which means you will see this question. I see this question several times in different forms. You just remember, if they are not ask you to factorize it directly, of course they're using the elements of factorization. It's a little complicated, right? And they didn't ask you to do it, right? So you come up with this with expanding, let each term equals to each term, and then you can solve it easily a little.
Yeah, I expanded it. I think I just kind of missed some stuff here. Like, I started like,
Oh yes, Q and 9. Yeah, that.
yeah.
that.
I forgot.
Here is 11. Let me see which one you choose. 11. I'm choosing C. So which must be true? C. Both of them must be true.
Oh yeah, I didn't really understand that one. I think like.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Do you remember the question?
It was something like that, yeah. Oh wait, it was exactly that.
Yeah, 80 game. No, not 80. 50 games. But now they have 51, right? There's another game. And 18. Now you will have a set of 51 before it's 50. And let's see the first one. Say that the median number for the new set is less than the median number for the original data set. What's the original? Original, since original first, let's talk about original. What's the original? If it is only that 50, what's the original median?
27,
Um,
20.
it's a little difficult to say, right? I think it's a little difficult because it's 50.
Yeah, I think it's because like it's like just like the graph and there aren't like concrete numbers. It's a little bit more.
Yeah. So if I divide it by 2, I have a 25, though, which means it's an integer, so I have to use 25 and 26, right? I have to find the 25th plus the 26th and divide it by 2. That's my median, right? Is that making sense?
Oh yeah, that does make sense.
But this is the thing about irony about if you find an integer divided by 2, and you need 2 numbers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, for example, the other one is 51 values. I will use 51 divided by 2. I have 25.5, which means there I get only 26 would be my median for the other one, for the new data set, right? So let's talk about the original one. So this one is what? 25th, 26. Here is a. I think it's inside this anyway, right?
Yeah, I think so. So I just kind of it's like I wish there were like concrete numbers. Let's say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. So, but it's probably in there anyway, right? This is let's say this is 5. Well, not 5. This is 6 or 7, and that's even less, probably 2. So that's not enough. So it must be in here, right? But the problem is, the problem is what? The problem is we don't really know the exact value, right? It's between 50 and 60, right? I can't even find what's the 25th or what's the 26th, right?
Yeah.
So I guess it's around 50 to 60, right? We don't really know for sure, right?
Yeah. Wait, how do we know if it's like in chronological order though? What if it's like 1, 2, 25? I don't know, like 30.
Oh, you mean
60.
how do we know? It's the frequency. How to find this? That's that's probably 2, right? Because that's a 5. That's probably 2, right? There's 2, the least value in here, right? And then another, I might think there's another 2 in here, so that'll be a 7. So there's 2 in here, there's a 7 in here, so altogether there's a 9 in here. So, and then that's the rest of it, there's a 25, right?
No, I mean, like, how do we know it's in chronological order? What if it's just like, oh, wait, median is like lined up in order of value. Never mind.
Yeah, you have the line
Sorry,
up
being
from the
stupid.
smallest to the highest, right?
Yeah.
You just have to line them up, right? Line them up like this.
Could you go back to like what you were saying before? It was like,
Oh, yes. It's like if we find 25th and 26th, this must be in here, right?
Yep.
So the value should be 50 to 60. We don't know for sure, right? Does it make sense? Maybe it's
I
all
guess.
51. Who knows? But they didn't tell us, right? But they didn't bother to tell us. They probably think not that important on this level in this situation. So we can only guess with the graphing. It's this, right? So the
Yeah.
median is like this for the original data. And the
Okay.
new data set. The new data set have a 18, right? You have 18 in here. 18 in here. Saying this is 18. You only have 1. So now we have 51. So if I divide 51 by 2, I have 25.5. Then which means I round it up, it's 26, right? So it should be my 26th number, right? 26th value. From
Yeah,
the
like
smallest.
50 or between 50 and 60.
Yeah, it's still between 60 and 50s, 50 and 60. So still can't really know for sure. So I can't really compare. Does that make sense? So the
Oh wait,
first
I don't
one,
think it has to be. It either has to be the same or greater.
yeah. As
So
long as you're not sure, you don't have to choose it. They said must be true, so this one is out. You know? Is it the same?
Okay, yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense now. So I just
Okay, that's the one in here. And the second one, and I think the second one would be easier. Second one is the mean. Did you
I feel like
compare
it
the
could. I feel like it could be less because like 18 is such like a low number.
Yeah, so it must be less, right? That's the why teachers or a coach want to, kind of sad because you have a very low point. It will drag the average value down, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. As long as you have a super low value, it will drag the average value down, right? That's for sure. Well, maybe we shouldn't care about the mean that much sometimes. So I guess we can choose B, right? Yeah. Only B can be sure.
Yeah.
So this kind of, you have to be careful, is like the median is always a little bit tricky, right? Mean have a very direct common sense or phenomenon or formula, but the median doesn't really have a formula, right? You just have to list them up, right? You have
Yeah.
to list them up, right? So you have to be careful with the median.
It's just like I wish there were just like concrete numbers with this.
Yeah, that's the thing. Because they just, well, sometimes they think of data is too much, so they just want to run up. They don't want to give too much details. The next one is 16. Let me see which one you choose for 16. 16 you choose C. Number 16?
Okay.
16.
Oh, I remember just answering like C. I think I was in like a rush.
Uh,
I didn't think of that much about it.
yeah. I guess they said the graph of this y goes to r of x translated 7 units to the left. So the key is probably 7, translate 7 units to the left, right?
Yep.
So if you go to the left, you should, I guess you should minus, right? Wait, that's what you do. Oh, go to the left must be plus. We have a kind of code thing in China. I don't know how you do it. When I see left, I write plus. I write plus. When I see 7, I just put that 7 in there. Which means
Oh,
I have to choose D.
when I see left, I write minus.
Wait, when you see left, you write minus?
Yeah, I think it's like a cultural difference or something.
Yeah, but this one, if you write minus, is not the right answer though.
Why not?
But you're choosing C, right? I think the answer is D.
Well, yeah, but like, why is this? Is it like,
Okay, let me just give you an example. For example, the one that we know so much is this is y equals to x squared, right?
okay,
Okay. So if I move to the left, say 7 units, I still move 7 units. I move to 7 units to the left. This one's a -7, right? That's a 0, right?
yeah,
Yeah. So, but how do you write this? Remember
negative
the
minus 7.
Yeah.
So why am I wrong?
Oh, wait. Oh, did I prove you wrong? Huh? Did I prove you right? No, 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 no. 7 units to the left. Translate 7 units to the left. Oh, it's different. It's kind of like, for example, it's like this is original fx, right? We write a y equals to fx like this, right? And
Yeah.
then we talk about fx minus 7 like this.
Well, yeah, I know. So then it would be P, and then we replace X with X. Why is it plus? I don't
No,
understand.
no, you can write minus. It's okay. Just write minus. You can write the minus. It'd be different though.
I like.
For
I think
example,
I don't. Okay.
it's like
For
this.
example,
I make the wrong example. I do the graphing. Starting with the graphing is the wrong move. Let me just do you another one, and explain why I made a mistake. And here, it's like original y. I should write it y equals to fx equals to x squared, right? This is the original one, right? And then I had to talk about. I want to talk about. You want to talk about minus, right? So let's talk about minus. So I want to say x minus 7, right?
yeah,
Right? So instead of x, you're writing this is fx minus 7, right? See? This is the
yeah.
new one. This is a new function, right? So how do you draw this? This is vertex form. Remember vertex
Oh,
form,
it's the
right?
vertex form, like
It's a
negative thing.
vertex form.
Okay.
So that's a 7. That's in here, right? See?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I get it
Yeah,
now.
you know that's why, right? So if you substitute x minus 7, you go to the right. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Sorry, I forgot about the vertex form thing.
Yeah. So this goes along with all this kind of, fx and fx plus a kind of thing. It's just that when horizontal level is always against what you think as common sense. Does that make sense? You see minus and you want to go to the left, but actually you go to the right.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, we can actually prove it even more, but if you understand that, I would just leave it there. So you understand,
Yeah,
right?
I did. Yeah, I understand.
It's
Sorry, I didn't really. I thought it was like.
it's just the opposite to common sense horizontally. Vertically, it's common sense anyway, right? You go up, you plus.
Vertically, it's regular.
Yeah, you go down, you minus, right? That's the it's exactly as common sense, but well, horizontally it's a little bit not. Right, that's this one. This is also kind of popular question. Now let's go to your question about 13, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay. It's the polynomial 13. Is it the one? Which form is the product of all this? Oh, mine have.
Yeah, it's that one. It's 13. It just doesn't make sense because all the answers are like w to the power of 3, but like it's like w plus 2, 2w, root w. It's like all these w's, and so when it ended up with a w to the power of 5.
Oh. So you would think normally, which is timing, right? Let me just put it together. X plus 2 times, how many are there? 6, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, like the
The
answers
highest
like they
is
don't.
Q.
I was literally just like sitting there like for like trying to figure out.
That doesn't make sense anyway. Let me see the original document and see whether that feels better.
Maybe it's like a typo or something. I don't
Yeah,
know. It feels
must
like
be.
something went wrong. Like
Yeah. $13. No, it's that anyway. Let's take a look at the right answer. This is a question. Right answer is C. It's 6 something. It must be 3. Well, why there are so many?
yeah, why? Like why? It seems strange.
2x, 6 plus 2. Yeah, forgot about that. It's just normal expanding. Just time it, right? Does that make sense? We don't have to go spend time on 13. Does that make sense? 13, it just must be a typo.
Yeah, I think
It's
it has
normal
to be
expanding, right? But
yeah, this is like it's like I did try to expand it, but then like I looked at all the answers and I was like, what how?
yeah. So just think about well, just normally expanding, nothing else. But just be careful with the calculation. And also, you can also do not you do not have to expand it. You can just take a look at there's another way. It's just take a look at those coefficients. You probably can also tell, right?
Yeah, I know. It's just like it's like for this one particularly, I was
Yeah.
thinking about like the exponents and it didn't make any sense.
Yeah. Okay, 15. There's a type of a 15 too. For which of the following expression is equivalent to the above?
Hang on, let me show you how I did it. Like maybe okay, so it was like
Must be a typo, this thing. There must be a typo. It'll be a to the 4th power, and that one, there's no way to get a to the 4th power, right?
literally, how would you get that? Like I
Yeah.
don't understand. I think
It's a
this
typo.
just has a lot of typos. This is what I got
Wow.
on like the last
Pretty.
page.
No, that's pretty. Ooh.
I don't understand how it could be like
A minus 3, A minus 1. Yeah, it's just the normal like terms and factorization, nothing else about this. Do
yeah,
you
I
have
know.
any one that does not is making sense, but you have problem? Do you have those?
No.
Hmm.
These were just the ones that like I think there was like a typo or something that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Let's just leave it there, and I will check you until later. And let's take a look at well, some question. This is a question said one of my students has this one. She got 800 eventually in math, and that's her problem. Let me see which one might have a problem. I will send you this later eventually, but not today. You just take a look at the things that you might make a mistake. But trigonometry, you learn a little, right? We have a little basic trigonometry in SAT. Have you learned trigonometry? You
Oh
learn
yeah,
a
I
lot,
learned
right?
trigonometry. Yeah, I learned.
So then this one little this
I
one
feel
is
like I'm better with like algebra than geometry though. Like I keep forgetting everything I know about geometry, but then like it's like algebra. It's like wow. Yeah.
your algebra is better, so maybe we should do 14. This one is just a little messy.
Yeah, I can do like a good cosine, sine, tangent. Like I was in pre-calc this year, but like I'm not good with like circles or anything.
Okay, maybe we can take a look at this, whether you have a problem.
Okay. I don't remember tangent lines very. Okay, hang on. Maybe I can still try something. I don't know.
You don't remember tangent line?
Not really.
Tangent line is the one that the line only have one intersection with the graphing, the circle.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see. Okay, so for honestly, I'm not entirely sure of this.
We can draw a little about this. So they said a circle, right? And well, because there's an A, I guess we don't have to draw it in a perfect way. We can just sketch it. So must be a circle, and there must be a tangent line. And this tangent line slope, this is T, right? The tangent line slope is 5/4. So if we have a tangent line, there should be a perpendicular relationship with that radius. Do you remember that? Have you learned?
The what with the what?
Let me draw a better picture, like bigger one. So, I'm drawing in here. This one. Like there's a circle. Whenever you have a tangent line, we normally, because there is an intersection point, right? We always find a center and draw this radius, and they are always perpendicular. Do you know this?
So when a tangent line happens, you can always draw a line from the center to the point where the tangent line meets the line, and it's gonna be
Perpendicular.
perpendicular. Yeah. Sorry, I forgot. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I see.
Yeah. So you never heard it before?
I think I did hear it, but I forgot.
Oh. But anyway,
Like,
well, although I can prove, but it looks like that, right? Let me just put it in this way. It looks like that, right? I can draw another one. You can see. I can draw any circle. You see, if I have a tangent line, see, one intersection. See, when I draw it,
Yep.
it feels like it's perpendicular anyway, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah, it kind of gives perpendicular like vibes.
Yeah. Or so like for example, if it is the tire for the car, see, the ground is always is always the tangent line, right? And you can see that it's always perpendicular, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so anyway, let's just say by graphing, we see it. We can also prove it a little. So though this one, if it is a perpendicular, then I can use that opposite reciprocal, right? Remember M1 times M2, as long as I have perpendicular relationship, don't I have M1 times M2 equals to -1, right?
Mass? What's M again?
Oh, M is slope. The slope of any line who are perpendicular.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Sorry. I
Okay.
literally did forget like a lot about slope.
Yeah. It's okay. You have the big structure. You can just something is very simple. So that's M1 times M2, right? Also, pre-call is more difficult. You have to put a lot of stuff in. So since I have M1, M2 equals to -1, so 1M is 5/4. So the other one must be -4 or 5, right? Does that make sense?
M1, M2 equals.
Yeah.
So then it has to be -4. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the opposite reciprocal, right? And
Yeah.
so now I know this one. Now basically I know the slope for this one is -4 or 5, right? -4 or 5. But let me put a little bit more about what I know. I know this one is a
The
-4.
slope of the radius? You mean the slope of the radius?
Yeah, exactly. Slope of the radius. Or you can say slope of the line that it goes through radius, right? Same thing. So I know this one is a -4. I also know the center is 3, 7, right? 3, 7. So I can use the slope formula, right?
Oh,
Right.
I see. Yeah, like
Yeah.
like y equals. Okay, so it would be like 3.
Oh, you don't have that. You don't have to find that.
I don't?
Technically, you don't have to find that b. You can just use the because they didn't ask b though. We can, sure, we can find b, but if they didn't ask me, they only asked me what the value of a. So I'm just using the.
Well, we kind of have to know b to know what a is.
Well, but I can find this. Do you remember this? y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1 is the slope, which is -4 or 5.
Oh,
I can substitute those 2 points. I can have this point. I also have this point. Have these 2 points, right? So I can just substitute those 2 points. A is the only one I don't know.
7 minus was 3 minus a.
Yeah. -4.
So
yes.
11 over 3. Wait, sorry, minus 3. Or it's like 67 over 4, so
Yep.
D.
Yeah. So this one is okay then, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think
so this one
sorry,
is,
I'm not very familiar with it.
let's see, what do we have to remember about this? First, it's the tangent line that we have to know, right? Like this, any tangent line. 1 It's well, it's contrary to well, have no intersection, right? This other point they have no intersection, and this other point, this other line that have two intersections, right? Tangent line is always the one that have only one intersection, right? And then you have to memorize perpendicular, right? The second thing you gotta memorize is perpendicular relationship. So that radius is always perpendicular. So basically, you draw a tangent line, you always draw this. This kind of like a combined together. Does that make sense? And then you have
Yeah.
to remember m1 times m2 equals to -1, right? And since you find one slope, you can use that y2 minus y1, right? That's basically all the things that we need, right? Okay, that's it then. Oh, I kind of have to get off because I add a new class today. We can like throw in 10 minutes next time.
Oh, so we've end now.
Yeah, which is the
Okay, yeah,
thinking
it's
about it.
fine. I
So,
can work more on like some more exercises, so we can have more to review next time.
yeah, that's better.
Okay, so thank you. Bye.
Bye. Have a good week. Have a good time in China, though. God bless you.
Yeah, it's really nice. Thank you. Bye.